Ladies,
It's hot.
it's hot. Isn't it time for some mezcal?
It sure is.
Okay,
Let's
so
do it.
yeah, so I'm here with the ladies at Tient. So I don't know if you've seen my beautiful purse. This beautiful purse. They're the ones behind it. So we're gonna chat with them. They have all this other merch, but today they're gonna feed me and they're gonna like talk to us about all of this, and we're gonna have some mezcal. So I think before we do anything, we should probably have get the mezcal.
Para todo.
A drink, ¿verdad?
Para todo bien,
Yes.
mezcal.
Okay.
Para todo mal también.
Okay, let's get this started.
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Oh, right. We should probably start. I got thank you. You're doing such a good job. You're doing such a good job. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay here forever. Thank you. This is Iriana and this is Nancy from La Tient.
Hi, everyone.
Officially,
Yes.
thank you. Officially. So we are gonna get started here with an interview with these lovely ladies. But we're gonna have some mezcal drinks. We're gonna eat what kind of food? Mole. Freshly made? Like how?
From one of our cousins.
Oh.
Impromptu. We had to make change of plans.
That's right. Excited for that.
Yes.
And then we're going to talk about your business, about life, and all that good stuff. So before anything, we're going to get the drink started. So Nancy's going to make us some cocktails.
Because drinks come first.
Oh, the mic. Sorry, we're improvising here. We got mic
Drinks
time.
come first. So this is just mango peach mezcal. Just an FYI. I had said this earlier.
Okay,
but-
let's hear it. We're new sinners. Go ahead, tell her.
Yep.
Tell them.
Sinners, because we're not supposed to be making cocktails with mezcal. Mezcal is supposed to be drink, we're supposed to just drink it straight. But this is new. We're trying something new. So we're gonna go ahead and do that today. There's already a little bit of mezcal in here. I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of the fruit in here. And then
Which is again peach and mango.
peach and mango. There was some pineapple in here, but like I said, I am highly allergic to pineapple.
Yeah, so they were telling me that they're allergic to, she's allergic to avocado. And she's allergic to pineapple,
Yes, we know. It's
which is devastating.
Terrible.
I will rather pick the pineapple over the guac, just because.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because guacamole, you can't
Oh,
live,
yeah,
you cannot
you
live
can.
without that.
Oh, why? Oh, yeah.
I tried it twice with tacos, and I got hives. I got fever. I threw
No.
up. It was horrible. Because when I saw people eat it, I was like, damn, it looks good. Let me put it on my tacos,
Oh my
right?
God. And how old are you here?
I was
You're a kid,
like
no?
10. Yeah,
Oh
I
my
was
God.
really young.
Oh my God.
And so again, I tried it twice. I was like thinking maybe it wasn't it. I don't know what it could have been. The heat, no set, right? So I was like, let me
gosh.
try it again. And
Oh
yeah,
my
I almost
God.
died twice.
Oh my God. Wait, you tried it again after?
Yes,
The second
because
time?
I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know it was that?
Yeah, so we didn't know.
Oh,
I didn't
girl.
know. Yeah. So
Wait,
it
did
was
you
like-
enjoy it at all though when you
That's
had
the
it?
thing. No, but I think because I'm allergic to it, I didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
And every time I say that, every time I
He's a
say
picky
that, people
eater.
are like,
Oh, you're a picky eater?
Well, yeah. I guess, yes, but
I know I know you're being really kind with fanning us, but I think because of the mic pick up on the wind.
oh, okay.
But
Let me put it on
I
the
appreciate
side.
that. I was feeling good. I was like, should I just tell her? Or should I just like keep it? I just feel it. And I was like, no. Yeah. She knows. You're live.
Yesterday we were at Target, right? Trying to get the last minute things. And one of my friend's son, I see him from like 4 aisles away, and I was like, Aaron, that's his name. I was like, Aaron, and my friend goes, Aaron, like heard your voice, and I was like, yes, it was me. And he's like, I know I've heard her voice. I knew it was you. And then so yeah, everyone's always like, when I go to Oaxaca and the neighbors, the family members who live around, they know when I arrive because of my laugh.
You have a nice laugh. It's very like, I just want to like.
My sister's like, you're so obnoxious.
I love it.
Like the extra.
Nancy's like, we need it. Nancy's like, let's get that drink going. Okay, so are some of these things from your tiendita, from La Tient?
Yes.
The ceramic right here?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So the way we pick, so we can tell you a little bit of the store. The way we like to just pick what items we're gonna sell is by us going ourselves, right? Because
to Oaxaca.
we don't want to just get stuff that we don't know how it's gonna do as well. So it's always a trial and error as when you're starting, but I think we got the hang of it now.
You have no idea. Like every time I take that purse, like people are like, even like men, like straight men,
our number one seller.
are like, wow. It's like they really appreciate the.
Yes.
Just when I saw it at the Hope Conference this year, I was like, I can't not.
Yeah.
Like it's like one of those things where it's like I feel like it's very unique. Even when you go to a lot of other like stores that sell Mexican items, I feel like I like this idea of like how you're hand selecting them. It's like very intentional, and so you see something that's very different and unique and like beautiful.
Yes.
I don't know. That's what I feel about y'all.
Oh, thank you. And you got the one with 2 zippers, right?
Yes, I got 2 zippers.
So right now, our lady is not making the ones with 2 zippers.
No, I know.
She doesn't have time. Which good for her.
Good for her. That's just busy.
Yeah,
but that extra zipper is really nice to like keep some other stuff. Like,
so the ones that we recently went to go get, it's only 1 zipper.
Oh.
Yes.
I got in time. Okay.
But because we have to tell her with time and stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
Nancy's like, I love it. We're improvising all day long, girl.
Sorry.
You're fine. So what do we got? Oh,
It's like lemon juice.
lemon juice. Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so we put again
Mezcal.
peach, mezcal.
How much
mango.
mezcal?
We did one. She did 1, right?
3.
3. Okay.
I'm on 1.
I'm on. Good.
I said 4 and you were like, whoa.
I mean, from 1 to 4, girls. We out here.
She started making out. I was just assuming.
Well, it's Sunday fun day, you know.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, drink it up.
Oh.
Nancy was also a bartender, right, Nancy? For like 2 years. How long? How long?
For like 6 months.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm done.
I did not like it. Personally,
Oh.
it was not for me. I'd rather drink the drink.
I like that. Yeah. I used to make movies, and I'm like, I'd rather just go see them.
Yeah.
Like,
What's your favorite movie?
ever?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cliche and
Why?
basic. Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
Because it has everything. It has. I love history and the art, the set decoration and the music and the.
Yes.
I don't know. It's
The
so
dance,
basic.
everything.
But everything.
Yeah, the romance.
The romance.
Everything.
I saw it 3 times in the theater.
De verdad, really?
See, I did.
Wow.
I was like 10.
I was gonna say for 3 hours. Damn.
Yeah, girl. I went with like different people. Again, like, with my friend, with my family again.
Oh wow.
Anyways, yeah. What's your favorite movie?
I don't really, me and
like
movies,
movies.
I don't like movies.
But gee, right now you're like naming off your all the romance.
Me duermo. Es que I sit down y me duermo.
Oh,
Like,
there has to be
I'm
one
not-
thing that you liked that you didn't sleep that much.
I think just like maybe if anything comedy.
Oh, okay.
Comedy, that I'm awake.
Which one?
Princess movies, yeah. When I was younger, it was always
Which ones?
princess
Like
movies. Cinderella's my favorite
Oh,
one.
okay, there we go.
Cinderella's
Harry
my favorite
Potter?
one.
No.
I do watch them. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I do watch them.
I couldn't,
No.
I couldn't
You
get
couldn't?
into the
You
book
couldn't?
or the...
Yeah.
No, I watch them only because some of my good friends are fans of Harry
okay,
Potter, so I obviously had to watch them at some point with them.
I recently uncovered them last year. It was
Oh really?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like, I'm a
wow.
fan. I'm a fan now. I understand. Maybe it took me a long time to get it, but
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No, yes, it's always good.
So, is this one of your favorite drinks
Yes.
for you?
Yeah,
for you
when we
both?
mix it with as a cocktail, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Basically like a margarita. It is a margarita, but instead of the lemon, the lime, it's just
Oh yeah.
different fruit.
Is Nancy in the shot right now? She's still in the shot.
sorry.
Okay. Wait, I was gonna ask you. What is the difference? I know this, I'm gonna ask. What's the difference between tequila and mezcal?
That's insulting.
I know. We're here to be sinners and insulters and all of the above.
I personally like mezcal better than tequila. tequila and I are not friends.
Yeah.
And that's not even because like I'm from Oaxaca or anything like that. It's just the flavor of mezcal for me. It's just, I don't know. It's home. I think that's what it is.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Mezcal is a lot more smokier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is no comparing.
There is
Yeah,
no
there
comparing.
is no
and
comparing.
mezcal. And no, it's not the same thing.
Well, Anna's from Jalisco, so she's a tequila girl.
Sorry.
Oh, this is awkward. I'm just kidding.
I'm just gonna go wait in the car.
My dad is from like the most boring city, so he's from Torreon.
Oh,
Coahuila.
Oh.
You know where that is?
Yeah.
Oh, some people don't even know where that is. It's just like it's just like a regular city, just whatever.
And have you guys been?
To Torreon? Oh yeah, I grew up going. She hasn't. She
okay.
hasn't. Yeah. It gets really hot in the summers, and,
Do you go to
but
Jalisco?
It's been a few years. We used to go a lot as kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like every other year.
Uh-huh.
Because my grandparents were there. But now, like, everyone's grown up. My grandma passed away, so my parents went recently, but I haven't gone in years.
Yeah, Totonilco Alto, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no. I've always wanted to go. That's like one of my, two of my really good friends are from Jalisco.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Apparently, everything that you think about Mexican culture, it all came from Jalisco.
Supposedly.
You know, tequila, rancheras, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Not
we
mezcal.
hear that.
Sorry.
Dang! Yeah, she is a mezcal girl. There's a place in Long Beach called Mezcalero. Have you heard of that?
There's a lot. There's a few here too.
Oh, see?
Yeah. Yeah. There's
I do like mezcal. Like I prefer a mezcal mule than
Yes.
any other kind of
Yes.
mule.
You can also have mezcal with coffee.
Oh,
something that
wow!
we
In the mornings, is that what you
Yes.
do? Okay.
Yeah, in the morning y en la noche, en la tarde. If you want coffee, I'm a coffee
something
lover.
that
So
I've never
something
tried
that
it.
is,
Oh, my
yes,
God.
yes.
Our grandparents are believers that you should always have a shot of mezcal before you eat your food.
Oh, Anna, we're gonna have to like adopt this.
Yes.
Where's the best place to get mezcal? Another insult? Maybe.
Well, this
Maybe.
actually comes. So this actually comes from right from our pueblo.
Oh, okay.
So right from where our grandparents are from. Yeah.
Which
We
is
don't-
what's the name of the pueblo?
Oh, so our grandparents are from Villa Hidalgo y Alala.
Oh,
Oaxaca. Yeah, Oaxaca is divided into 8 regions. And we're from La Sierra Norte, and this is where the mezcal comes from. So it's
well,
very
I can't
special.
wait. Oh, well, thank you for sharing it with us today.
Of course. We everywhere we go, like where it's allowed and they're allowed to sell alcohol, we
Yeah.
always ask if we can take mezcal for the vendors. For the vendors.
Yeah, like if we have a pop-up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, so we take that
That's
and
cool.
grasshoppers, which we'll have later. Ready? Ready?
No, I'm not ready. Oh, they're gonna make me do it, are you?
Yeah.
Give me 2 shots. 2 more shots of mezcal.
I'm gonna stay behind the
Screw
camera.
it. I'll do it. Screw it. I'll do it. Why not? Screw it.
It's good.
Yeah, I heard it's good.
Yeah, this one we got the simple one
Okay.
because we don't want to get any other extra ones just in case.
There's a
but
bathroom nearby,
this
right?
one- yeah, you can do it.
I have a very
fast.
sensitive
It's okay.
stomach. Okay.
This one is just garlic, salt,
Okay. Is it crunchy?
pretty, and a little bit. Yeah,
A little
it's like
bit?
if you were eating a chip.
Sure.
Yeah. Yes.
She's really trying
I'm a
me.
huge Chapulín fan.
Oh.
Yeah, we have a Chapulín tattoo.
Oh.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah.
On the
Okay.
other
Then I feel safe around you.
yeah.
What you?
I, on the other hand, just
She said, I'll stick to the mezcal.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just got a little sweaty here.
I know.
My brother-in-law was telling me about it, and he's like, it actually
Yeah.
tastes good. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, so I'll tell him that I did it.
Yeah, there's different ones. There's some mixed in with like chile. Some are just pure ajo, just garlic.
What do
so-
you like about it?
I like everything. Really, the taste is not that bad.
But you said you're a picky
It's
eater, so I'm
protein.
surprised that you.
Yeah, but I don't know. Man, I just.
This is so cute, though.
Yeah,
She literally.
thank you.
Do you see it?
Yeah, and I also.
sorry.
sorry. I also got a mezcalero. I know you can't see it on camera,
Haven't?
but I got a mezcal
that's
shot
cool.
recently with a worm.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
with
very
a
cool.
worm. Yeah, so. Oaxaca.
I've never been. My parents went a few years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
How did it go for them?
Oh, beautiful. They
Aw.
actually, one of my uncles like saw this guy that's actually like a very popular like artist. I forgot the name
It's
of his name.
the
but he was-
ceramic.
Oh, sure.
The ceramic.
Maybe. I'm gonna ask my parents. but
Jacobo and Maria.
maybe he was just like you know, he's not showy or anything, and he like lives there and.
Oh, okay. It's because there's a lot.
There's a lot, but
Yeah.
my
I only
uncle-
mentioned Jacobo and Maria, sorry, because they're really known right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
This was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah,
but I'm
that's
gonna
when
ask
they-
and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. It's because Oaxaca is, to me, it's all art. It's all art. Everything is handmade. When I went to Jacobo and Maria to check them out, I was told that the artists who start painting there start painting in the streets
Wow.
to get practice. And then they move on to canvases,
Wow.
to ceramic, and all that stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
We'll have to go, Anna.
Yes.
We wanna go.
Yes, go. Yeah,
on the
for
bucket
sure.
list, yeah.
January, if you are people that don't want to see a lot of people,
Yeah.
January
Crowded,
it is the best. No,
Oh, it's the
January
best
is the
time?
best time. To us, it's the slowest time of the year in
Yeah.
Oaxaca, and it's perfect weather. It's not too
Okay,
hot and
okay.
not raining.
Okay.
So January,
We'll keep that in
February
Okay.
is the time. You ready for a drink?
How are we doing, ladies?
It's hot, but we got going.
Dude, we all worked together really hard for this shot. We must have moved it like 5 times. But we finally found a place where everybody feels comfortable, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
I think everybody's ready for this drink.
Yes,
Nancy
let's drink
prepared.
up.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Salud. Perfect right now.
Oh, I'm smokiness.
Yes.
Anna, do you want to sip, baby?
It's okay.
Okay.
You sure?
You sure?
It's pretty good. It's perfect right
I
now.
think that
'cause it's
drink is
hot.
for you.
Yeah, it is.
She gets to drink too. Make sure that doesn't fall and break.
The camera or this?
The
Los
ceramic.
dos.
See for that? Los dos.
Los dos. Oh, that's so refreshing.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here and drink this, and then we'll get going. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that the two of you decided to do this with us at Donas and Tortas. I came across them at the Hope Conference in March of this year. Got my purse that everybody knows about. And I was like, oh my God, everybody, like every time I go out with a purse, someone says something. It's insane. Like I've never had it. And I was like, it's not the end. And they're like, where are they? And this and that. So I'm really excited to do this interview and show people who you are, why you're doing this. And, we'd like to talk about other stuff. So we'll get into it. But first, let's start off with, if you can share a little bit about who you are, each of you individually.
Okay.
And then we can get into obviously my number one question. I'd like to hear an answer from both of you separately. Is like why La Tient? Like why did you call it La Tient? What do you hope for this business and all that good stuff? So who do we want to start first? Who wants to start first? I know you're really camera shy.
I can start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can start. Yeah.
All right, take it, Iana. Let's go.
Okay, so my name is Iriana Molina. I was born here in South Central LA in California, and my parents are from Oaxaca. Our mom is from the city of Oaxaca, and our grandparents are from el pueblo de Yalala. So, Vida Hidalgo, Yalala, in la Sierra Norte. And right now, the way that I describe myself is pretty much I am a full-time tia, and I love that for myself because I love kids. I love kids. I love being with them, being with the moms as well. I think because my family, my dad's side of the family, are nurses, doctors and nurses. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it just comes like very natural, like caring for the children and everything like that. Prior to La Tient and my nephew, I was working for 8 years at a children's clothing store called Janie and Jack, which I loved. I learned a lot. And, you also have to cater to the parents, to the mom. And you don't just sell clothes. You have to be able to talk to them, right? Because at one point you do come like their therapist.
Oh,
At a point, yeah, because
they open up to you and everything.
They open up to us, yeah.
Oh,
but
what?
obviously, we have to have like a more welcoming,
Yeah.
So, I think that is the best way to describe myself. When it comes to my friends' children as well,
Yeah.
I've always been there for them when I can. But yeah, I don't have any children of my own, but now that I have my nephew,
Yeah.
it's a whole other level. I don't know if it's because it's from my sister, but it is a whole other level. And obviously I'm working on myself on just learning a lot about myself, you know, and that comes with also going to Oaxaca and learning our background. Prior to Gael, prior to the store, I was supposed to, my plans was to go live in Oaxaca for 3 months, which is the amount of time that we're allowed to be there.
You're like, that's
I
why.
love that they cook us out. And then obviously come back and then go for another 3 months to get more of the feel of how they live there as well. So that is still in the works. Maybe when Gael is 5. Right now he's 3.
Gael,
But right now I do not have plans on leaving him. So again, that's why I say right now the best way to describe myself is a full-time tia.
I love that. as a tia myself,
Yes.
it is like having like being there for your sister's children, is especially sisters. Well, my brother too. My brother has a daughter
Yeah.
who I love and adore.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got it all over my face. Sorry. Thank you, girl.
I gotta come out of the shot.
A full tia, dude.
I was gonna do the mom thing too, where it's like you have to work in
I'm on this side too. You know what? Let me just like.
Closer to your lip.
Oh, there you go.
Still got it?
Closer to your lip.
I just saw this side because I'm on this side.
Oh my
I'm
god.
learning to control that. Where it's like, let it be.
And I'm like, whatever, right? Anyways, thank you for looking at that. No, I think that's awesome, and I think I love that you even want to like embrace like learning about your roots, and
Oh, yeah.
and I think it also shows in the kind of items that you have in La Tient. So I think it. I was telling her when I think you were in the kitchen, but like I think something that attracted me to your items were that I felt they were very unique. Like you've seen other Mexican like apparel and items, but I was just like there was something that was unique, and it felt like somebody did take their time to figure out like what is it that we want to bring, and I think that's what y'all are doing.
Yes.
So Nancy over here, who are you? What's your good? And who's Gael?
My 3-year-old.
I'm not gonna.
She's Gael. Gael.
Yeah, I said Gael.
Gael is my world.
Aww.
No.
You have a special story. Sorry, we've talked offline, obviously, but you have a
Yeah.
very special story of how Tient and motherhood sort of your whole.
Yes.
So-
I actually found out I was pregnant with my son the day we launched our website. So that was it was a very emotional day for sure. The day we launched our website, we wanted it to be something meaningful to us, of course, which is August 28th. And that is our grandfather's birthday. We were both really close to our grandfather, and if there's anything that we've learned is to let go and let be. His wise words were always "no pasa nada," and our mom is actually the same way, where she's like, "There's always a solution for everything except death." So it's something that you should always consider. Like, yes, it's hard, life is hard, but there's always a way to get it to work. Like there's always a silver lining type of thing. And now as a mom, I get to see that, and like I get to teach my son that, where it's like it's okay. Like you fell, you scraped your knee. Keep going, kids.
Yeah.
This is one of many that you're gonna have,
Yeah.
and it's okay. Obviously, you know.
May I ask you, like, what comes to mind when you say that? It's like there's always a solution, everything's gonna be fine. And also, do you feel like what comes to mind to me is like, and also like, there's goodness in every, like, there are good things in your life. Like, there are things to be, like, what comes to mind for you? Like,
My son.
your son.
Yeah. It's funny because my mom, every time she's like, I'm a grandma. And even Iriana's like, I'm very like a kids person. Like, I didn't see kids in my future. Like, that's not something that I...
She was the one that said, I don't want kids.
Everyone was like, oh, Iriana finally had a baby. And my mom would always be like, yeah, you would think, right? And it's like, no. Yeah. But it's it's different because you see the world differently, you know? But it's also that much scarier where it's like, with like so many things going on and in the world and the things that I've gone through. I mean, he's a boy, but I know that even them, they go through their own thing. So it's very hard to just be like, oh my God, like, please, like, be good to my kid. Just, you know, it's just, you know, mama bear instincts.
You're
But I am.
I think for us as well, we are overthinkers. And I was never a scared person.
Yeah.
I was always like
you took chances, you're just like, whatever.
But ever since Gael was born, and I think this happens with both of us, at me, I'm so scared to go out at night because I'm like, ¿qué me va a pasar? ¿Qué no me va a pasar? Like, or when I'm with him, I had to keep him in the stroller because I live in K-Town, and there are a lot of homeless people there as well. And he's always like, hi, like, you know, just being a kid. But you just never know.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
You just never know. And everyone always tells me, like, even though you're not the mom, you have the mom instincts.
Yeah.
And she's always telling me the same thing. And I was like, this feels horrible. Like, the feeling, I never had that feeling before. It feels horrible.
Okay, so it's not all horrible, right? You're scaring me.
No, it's not. It's an adventure for sure.
Yeah.
And I'll let Nancy finish it.
I appreciate what you're saying because, like, as a tia, like, it does, you know, you're, like, the second mother, like, you know.
Yeah,
like,
I've always said that. Even when I was pregnant, it's like, there's no one... And it's not because... Well, maybe it is because she's my sister, but I also know her as a person. And there's no one that I would trust more with my son than my sister. Like, because she even if she's gonna do something with him, like if she's with him, she's like, hey, is it okay? Like, she always thinks, how would Nancy want to approach her son in this way? How would she takes me into consideration, and it's not the same way with like my mom. It's like, yo tuve tres, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. No, it's like, I want my child to grow up a certain way, and the fact that she respects me as a mother and as his mother, that just like it's a whole different level.
Did you know this?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, did you know that you got this way?
Yeah.
Wait, 1 second.
The little alert came on about the temperature is going to shut down.
It's gonna shut down. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Oh, great. Wonderful. Let's we're having such a wonderful hot day that the camera is also sweating. And when the camera sweats, that means it's gonna like cool down. So we're gonna take a little break, but before we do, I know you were talking about, like, I was asking you, like, oh, did you know that she felt this way about you? Did you?
Yes. I think even though she had always said, I don't want to have kids, I always did. But at the same time, we always knew how we wanted our children to be raised. Because of situations that we went through as children. We always said, this is how we're going to raise our children if it ever happens, you know, because I also didn't have plans to have a baby anytime soon. Well, you know, we had these conversations. I did at 18 want a baby, but it didn't happen.
Okay.
But I always knew, you know, how we wanted to raise our children, and we are very similar in that because of the way we grew up. But other than that, she tells me, you know, this is what I want for my child. This is what I want him to eat or not eat, or this is what he can and cannot eat. And he's my nephew, but I didn't birth him.
Right.
So I have to respect what she has me doing with him as well.
It's gone?
Oh.
Shoot. Okay, so we are here at our 10th shooting location of the day. We're here. It's hot.
We're making it work, okay?
We're making it work. It's hot, but we had a drink. We talked gotten to know a little bit about these. I don't know if we mentioned that. Yeah, it was pretty clear that they're sisters, right? Yeah. So they're sisters.
Somos las vecinas.
So now we're obviously, we're going to eat some food, and we're going to have them talk a little bit about what we're eating here. And then I do want to learn a little bit more about, like, the idea of La Tient, the name behind it and all that stuff. So can one of you talk to us a little bit about what who wants to talk about the food and who wants to talk about the
I'll
Tient?
talk about the food, and then my sister will talk about
the
our
Tient.
story.
Okay.
Okay, so when I first went to Oaxaca, which was a little over 20 years ago, thank you guys.
I know. She's like,
Thank you. It's when I first learned
you don't have
how
to do it.
much.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. How much work mole it takes. Like, it's a lot of work. The first time my family made it for me when I was there in Oaxaca is obviously in the morning, vas al mercado, you go to mercado and you buy everything that you need, the garlic, the chile, the nuts, the chocolate, the tomato, everything, right? So you do have to peel everything. You do have to cook all the chiles and stuff. So it's a lot of hand movement. I do believe that I remember when I went, my family was making around 20 pounds of mole.
Wow.
So that took the whole day.
Wow.
The whole day. So it's a lot of ingredients that go into mole, and then the process of making mole, it's a lot. I'm sure like if it's just for like 5 people, then it won't take as much. But my family always told me, make sure you only eat our mole, because I guess a lot of people who make mole and sell it, they just throw all the ingredients in once. Don't even peel the garlic or anything like that. So obviously that's why I think that's the reason why each mole in each household is different. So there's a lot of different moles. There is mole negro, there's mole rojo, verde, there's also coloradito. Yes.
And which one's this one?
This one is a negro.
Okay.
Yeah, so it has a little bit of chiles, different types of chiles, nuts, tomato, chocolate goes into it, not a lot. Again, each household is different. Thank you guys. And the way we like to eat it, in Oaxaca, they only eat mole with chicken and tortillas. Which we didn't do tortillas right now because it's super hot to make tortillas de mano.
We got some chips though.
So we did it. We plated it with rice, which is my favorite.
Yeah.
And then another way that I eat my mole is with chips and cheese.
I've never done that before. That looks so good.
Try it.
I want to try that first.
Try it. It's so good.
Okay.
It's my favorite.
And what kind of cheese is it? Because everyone uses different cheeses.
This is queso ranchero.
Oh.
So we could have made quesillo, but this is the way I like to eat it. So it's my favorite. You need a napkin?
I do. I'm a messy eater, clearly.
Oh, no, trust me. My sister's like,
Wow, it's delicious.
why are you wearing light clothes? They're like, you're going to get dirty. I get dirty really fast when I eat mole. It's like I go over.
It's like a child.
I go over like a roll of paper towels with mole.
I love it.
because
I
you
love
just gotta
it.
Just keep cleaning yourself. How was that?
That was phenomenal. I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to have some more.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But yes, it's
Delicious.
my favorite dish. For my birthday, I can celebrate all month long, but for my actual birthday, February 19th.
What's your sign? Oh, okay. You're a Leo? You sound like a Leo.
I do get along with a lot
Leos?
of Leos. though.
I'm a Leo. What are you?
I'm an Aries, but we're besties.
Yeah.
Leo and Aries? Oh, what month is that again?
It's March, April. My son's in Aries. We're fire signs.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're a fire
on
sign.
fire,
Yeah.
yeah, girl.
So,
Always gotta have that little fire in you.
Always. You're Earth, right? She's Earth.
Oh.
yeah.
Capricorn.
Oh, yeah, at the end. See. So I was saying, for my actual birthday, I like to just be with my family. Again, for the whole month, I can go out and party, do whatever I want. But the actual day of, I like to be with my family, and my mom always makes mole. So yeah, mole is a tradition. We must have mole. For whatever, I don't know. I think because obviously it all started back when I was in Oaxaca.
Yeah.
And seeing the way they make it. And it was also more of a family thing, you know, like because everyone pitched in. The tios would go to the mercado también in the morning as well with my tias, and then we would all each like one person would peel the garlic y el otro estaba asando los chiles, you know, so it was a family thing.
It's really special when you're doing it all together.
Yes,
We try to
yes.
do like tamales together with us as a family. And
How was that?
It was fun. I love that it's just like everybody just coming together like working together on the food and
Yes.
the quality of the food, and it's love, you know,
Yes.
you're bringing love to it.
Yes.
So I definitely
Yes.
get what you're saying.
Yeah,
That's really
for
cool.
sure. Yeah, and then my grandma in the back, she was blind. She went blind really early on. She passed away last month, mi abuelita. See, but even though she couldn't see, she knew like the process
No
of
way.
making the mole, and she would say, "No, you have to stir it a little longer."
Oh, she knew.
Yes.
Dude, es un don.
Sí. Y
Sí.
sin ver, and I was like, damn, how does
That's
she know? And she would smell it, obviously. No, le
Yeah.
falta algo, le falta this and that. Like she knew what ingredient was
Yeah.
missing, even though she couldn't see.
That's a true.
And she knew the consistency, even though she couldn't see. So she would be the one guiding us.
So now, are you guys gonna be carrying on? You're gonna be making
We
it
do
a lot?
want to,
Oops.
but we also do want to keep learning over
You're
there.
going too hard.
We do want to, but
Yeah.
we want to go and learn more over there.
Okay.
Especially because there's different moles.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that you showcase this on La Tient.
Yeah,
Go check out the
yeah.
mole
We
and
have
stuff.
a lot
More
coming up.
Rihanna's,
Take,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's more mine. I love mole.
I
Oh, wait.
I can eat it.
sorry.
Switching
Yeah,
fans.
sorry. I'm.
Give her the
I
fan.
like it.
Give her the fan. Give her the fan, Nancy. You can't have two fans.
So I enjoy eating it, but that once a year when Rihanna turns a year older, I can have it. Other than that, I'm not like
Oh.
the biggest fan.
Okay.
I request flautas, which are tacos dorados.
Oh, hell yeah.
for-
That's good too. Mhm.
For my birthday.
Oh, that's your birthday thing. Okay.
No mole. But mole is good. Mole
Yeah.
is good. It's,
Well, let's get into it.
yes.
Yeah.
Shall we? All right, so I'm gonna. Let's all have a bite together.
Yeah.
Shall we? So,
Don't tell me if I...
right?
Oh.
I love rice too, so I'm happy that you decided to do rice.
Girl, I
want
would have
one.
plated a whole plate full of rice. Y un poquito de todo lo demás.
Dude, like,
But cheers, you guys.
cheers,
Everybody
cheers,
started
cheers. Yeah, I already started eating. Nancy's like, yeah. Okay, I'm not a food critic by any means. Never will say that I am. But I'll tell you what I am tasting. Because why not?
Yes.
Have you had mole before?
Yeah. But to be honest with you, I've had like at restaurants or my mom. To be honest, my mom makes it with the can.
Oh,
Not gonna
yes,
lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like not home. Not from scratch.
Yeah.
So this I could definitely tell it's from scratch.
Yeah.
Like there's it's like you got that chocolate, but it's like it's not overly sweet. Am I dirty?
Not over.
Okay, I'm all, do I have stuff on my face? But not overly like sweet. It's like, because then you got spices coming in.
Yeah.
Got that heat. And it just it's just like, yeah, again, I'm not a food critic, but I feel like there's that spice and the chocolate together.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel because I feel like when the can, unfortunately, they're kind of overly salted too.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas this is like, it feels like it's just very smooth.
Yes.
So that's my interpretation. And I like the spice, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not overly spicy either.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna get a
Yes.
little piece of the chicken.
Yeah.
So it could be a little heavy.
To
But
some
it's
people
not.
that are not
Used to it?
into like spices.
No, the
Oh, sorry. I forget. We got two fans. One with the mic.
Nancy, why don't you talk to us about La Tient, the name of it, and what's that all about?
Le Tient. So we wanted it to mean something to us. As we mentioned, our grandparents are from La Sierra Norte, Villa Hidalgo, Yalala. So we wanted something that meant to us, a little background of a little family history here. Our grandmother had 10 kids. So my mom has 5 brothers,
Dang.
4 sisters. And she needed to find a way to make ends meet. Our grandfather came to the States in the early 60s, and he actually came here as a bracero, which is a farm worker. And my grandmother obviously needed to find a way to feed her kids, And when she first purchased her piece of land in Oaxaca, in the city,
Oh, so she was over there.
She was in Oaxaca, and
he
my
was over here.
grandfather was
Okay.
and there was a tiendita that she had.
Oh.
So her tiendita was something that all of her kids would help her with. My mom would go out and sell pan, and her brothers and sisters did too. So it was just like a whole background to the, so it's a very family thing. And we wanted something to represent us and our family. So we decided to go with tiendita. And Tient in Zapoteco means tiendita. So we wanted something very simple, but also very, like, we didn't want people to be like, well, how do you pronounce that? Because sometimes it is hard, and we unfortunately don't know Zapoteco. But we wanted something that, again, represented us, our family, and our mom and her childhood, and we went ahead and did the Tient. And Tient means tiendita, and we are really happy about that. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. And it's so, I love your items. Like, how do you, I know we've been kind of talking about it here and there, but like, how do you, like, know what's right for La Tient? Like, when you're looking at, like, different kind of purses and items.
I think that also has to do with the people we've come across. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We first started out with mercado bags, and the mercado bags were actually being made by a father of a little boy who had a weird, like a chronic disease, and he needed money to take him out of Oaxaca to the city of Mexico, where there are more specialists to help him with his disease.
Oh, wow.
So when we came across him, we started purchasing our items from him. He started sourcing, and that's another thing that we like to do, is make sure that the people we're buying from, you know, we know them a little bit more. We know them a little bit more about their background and why they started doing it. Because there's always a story. Like, our grandmother did it for her kids, and our, you know, there's so many stories. So it's just kind of like, why? Like, what is it? Like, why are you doing it? And what is it that it means to you to make these things? And every little piece comes from different pueblos in Oaxaca, and we like to honor that, and you know, it's very special. So we're not just a store that just sells a bunch of stuff that just, you know, like meaningless thing. No, like,
it's very intentional. I feel like it's very intentional,
for sure.
and I know you had mentioned, sorry, I'm gonna give the fan back over here. You had mentioned that the purse that I got has the 2 zippers, and right now it's not available.
It's not, yeah. So
take that fan.
I'm sorry.
Because I don't want the wind to be.
Fanning me. It's this year when I went, she said she was very busy, and I said, you know, I understand. Thank you for letting us know. So what can you do? And she said, well, I can do the ones with 1 zipper right now. And so we said, okay, we'll take it, because we have both. I don't know if you saw both.
You did have both, but I like the second zipper.
Yeah, I know. So do I. So I said, you know, that's fine. And we went ahead and chose the colors. I always have to FaceTime her, or in the beginning when she would go, she would FaceTime me. So we would still take each other into consideration.
Very collaborative.
Yes.
That's cool.
So yeah, right now she said she was only doing the 1 zipper clutches bags. So I was like, fine, that's fine. You know, a lot of people don't really mind. Yeah. And can barely see the zipper, the second zipper. So
that's true.
A lot of people, when we mentioned it, they're like, oh, that's right. Like, I see it now.
Yeah.
So in the future, with time, a lot more time, she just told us, you know, just let us know. Because this was like a fast trip that we made as well. And she makes the bags, like the size that you have, in 2 hours. But you still have to take into consideration that she's an hour and 40 minutes away from the city.
Oh, okay.
So all of that, you know, we do take into consideration, and we try to give her as much time as we can when we know that we're going.
You both are sisters. I know I mentioned that earlier. How do you decide, let's do a business together? Because that is, I mean, same thing with us, you know, you're married to her, like, you sure you want to be doing this? Like, he smiled right now. How did you decide to do this together?
I think when the first time we went to Oaxaca, we both had similar experiences, but we went separate.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have Nancy explain that.
Switching then? We'll just switch them.
So I actually.
Oh, we got temperature alert? Oh, love it.
I love that.
Okay, so let's cut it real quick. Let you guys eat.
Yes.
So we're back. We had some food. Delicious. We fed the crew. Thumbs up, right, from the crew. There we go. Delicious. So thank you so much. So I think one of the last questions we had was, how did you decide that you wanted to become socias, like business partners, as sisters? Because I know, like, Anna and I are married, so doing business with family, some people can be, you know, have their own whatever narrative. But how you decide that this is like a right fit for you all?
We have a good relationship, I think. It wasn't always like that. Irena does not like to remember when she was mean to me. She has selective memory.
You're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
That was not me.
But the beautiful thing of like having a good bond is that we can tell each other off, but know that like we don't take it personal either. It's like, you're being annoying right now, but just do what you gotta do and shut the fuck up, basically. I'm sorry.
Beautiful. I see a lot of love here, by the way. I know that's so funny. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Shut up, and then, you know, she'll shut up, but she'll also like be like, you shut up, and then just keep working, you know. Or she'll tell me to stop being so annoying and like weird, and like I'll stop being annoying and weird, and then just get back to working. So it's just really about having a good communication with each other. And yeah, just we divide the work, you know, amongst ourselves, and at the end of the day, we're doing it for one goal, and that's that. So.
But I know I wasn't really joking earlier. I really mean it. I think there's like a lot of love here.
Yeah.
There is, and I kind of want to talk a little bit about that sisterly love. I have two sisters as well. But are you comfortable sharing what you were talking about earlier about how she helped you make one of your first like mom decisions? And I felt like there was so much love there.
Yeah, it was just hard. Even, I don't know. I don't want to get too personal on that level.
Oh, okay, you're good. Okay, you're fine. Oh, I like that. I love
like
the
deep.
boundaries. Okay, I mean, I do like to go deep, but I go as deep as people want me to. Let's talk about motherhood then for a second. And, you know, one of the things I was telling you was like, Anna and I obviously are going to start embarking on this, but, you know, I am a little scared. There's a little bit of nerves. Yeah. Were you scared?
Of course.
Like,
if you're not, then I don't know, man.
You're like...
You're never ready. Like, there's no such thing as like, I'm ready. Like, there's no perfect age. There's no perfect... Something about kids is like, you're never ready. Like, we can plan a trip, even as the simplest thing is like, we can plan a trip to going to Disneyland, and it's like we have the whole day planned, and then the kid wakes up sick, and then you're just like, oh shit, there go all my plans. I mean, you can plan as much as you can. You can plan your birth, you can really do all of that, but nothing will prepare you for it. Like, it doesn't matter how much you plan, how much you try, the baby's gonna come when it wants to. The baby's gonna do what it wants. No two babies are the same. No two bodies are the same. Like, we're all different. All of our experiences are different. Even if it's your first or your second, your pregnancies are never gonna be the same. And that's something that I've learned of, like, and I'm always told, let it go and let it be. Let it go and let it be. You just gotta stop being so, like, I gotta stop being hard on myself, but also having to have these expectations of motherhood, and not on my child, but more on myself. But yeah.
How do you work on not being? I mean, what What are some?
And Nancy snapped out of it. Yeah, shit happens.
Basically, yeah.
That's how it has to go. Because sometimes you need to
A ver. What do you have to say,
Sometimes you
tía?
just need to hear it.
Tía.
Yeah, because she is hard on herself a lot, and I'm like, it's okay. They're kids, you know. When it comes to my nephew, I'm like, he's a kid. He's learning. When it comes to you, the same. You know, no mother is ever prepared. Yeah. So I always try to tell her that. Stop being so hard on yourself. It's okay. Yeah. Breathe.
I love what you just said because it's true. It's like this kid is growing and he's, evolving. But you as a mother are also on that journey of evolving and,
Yeah.
That's a good way.
Now, I don't know if I tell myself that because I'm not a mom. You know, I haven't given out,
Yeah. Yeah, but you're trying to help. I mean, but you know what I mean? Like, you're trying to help to see perspective that sometimes I'm sure as a mom, you're so
sometimes it's nice, Like, my son goes to school now, and his teachers are like, you're doing a great job. You guys are doing a great job. Like, he's such a good kid. And it's such a rewarding and such a beautiful thing when someone else acknowledges that. I mean, you have your partner or your husband, your wife, or whoever.
Yeah.
Who acknowledges that, but coming from someone else who doesn't know anything about you and doesn't know your background and doesn't know who the child is, and for them to just come up to me and be like, he's a great kid. You're doing such an amazing job. Don't stop doing that because you're doing great. And I'm very thankful for the people that always remind me, which are my partner, my sister, they are like, that's not you. Just be you. Just be who you wanted to be, growing up, and just kind of you're doing a great job. And I love to, like, sometimes I'm just like, okay, maybe I am doing a great job. Maybe, like,
that feels good. Doesn't that feel good?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for sure. But sometimes you're just like, I overthink it. All the time. There's not a day that does not go by where I'm not like overthinking, like, oh my God, is he wearing like the right things? Or, oh my God, did I forget to pack, like, did I forget to do this? Or am I doing this right? Or I shouldn't have said that. Or let me go talk to him really quickly and like just remind him that, like, just little things like that. Yeah. And it's like sometimes my son just looks, he's like, it's okay, Mom.
Oh, even your son saying this?
Yeah, it's like even my son says that. He's like, Mom, it's okay. Oh. And I'm like, I remember the first time he said that to me a few weeks ago. And I kept asking him because I was so hesitant to send him to school. And at first I was like, okay, he needs it. And then I'm like, are you sure you're ready? And I kept asking him every day. And eventually he was just like, Mom, I'm ready. I told you I'm ready and I'm going. Whoa. And he was. I dropped him off the first day. We dropped him off the first day. Didn't cry. He was super excited. He said hi to his teachers. He came home. He's like, I have a teacher. I'm going to do homework. And I'm like, great, Yeah, I was like, great. That's awesome.
Oh my God.
Sometimes I just have to listen to him and be like, you know what, you're right. You were ready and you're doing great. And
it's like your kids teach you stuff too.
Yeah. They do teach you a lot.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then for you, I love the passing of the fan. It's so beautiful. It's a vibe. We're like, oh, you have my fan. That's fine. I feel the warmth here, or the breeze right here. Yeah, the breeze right here. For you, I think you mentioned like you spent time working on yourself, and for me, I know that working on myself, I did a lot of processing, reflecting, healing of like what I'm going through, and what was helpful to me was like mental health, like focusing on that. I know therapy isn't for everyone, and therapy is not necessarily accessible to everyone. But I do believe in the beauty and really reflecting on yourself and taking that time to slow down to figure out like how did I get here. For you, is there anything you want to share about what you've learned or what has helped you on your journey?
With me is writing things down. I get so overwhelmed easily, and again, I'm an overthinker that I need to just focus on one thing. When I'm with Gael, with my nephew, I only focus on him. I will not wash, I will not do your dishes, I will not clean until after he leaves. Because my focus is on him. Like if something happens to him, what am I going to say to the parents,
to Nancy.
What am I gonna say to the parents, and where am I gonna get another one? You know, you can't.
Right.
So my focus has always been on him, and then after, you know, when I'm doing me, I like to just write things down, and it has always been a struggle. But for 6 months now, I'm doing it, where I write it down and I check things out.
I love it.
And it's been working for me. So having a checklist of what to do, what I need to, even like going shopping, what I need to buy and stuff like that. That's what's been working for me. Because again, I'm an overthinker, and I'm like trying to do 100 things at once. Y no se puede. You can't.
No se puede.
Can't.
I know, I'm like that. I mean, some people can multitask like beautifully, but I also think like there is a cost, you know, when your head is everywhere.
Yes. Yes.
You mentioned something interesting about being with Gael, and about like this idea of like really being present with him and being like, I'm dedicating this time to you. And I feel like that's also really important, is like, you know, whatever the people you're with, the things you're doing, like really just being in that moment. I don't know if you've heard of the book Power of Now. Yeah. Have you heard of this? The Power of Now? You've heard of it? About how like you only have, like right now we only have this moment right here. Yes. Like it's gonna go, we're gonna leave you all, I know, sad. But we are, you know, and we'll be like, remember that time we ate really good morning and we're all sweating? You know? But in this moment I'm like, okay, what am I gonna remember? I'm gonna remember your laugh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remember you not being shy and being super and being a badass. You know? And I think like, I don't know, for me, like I love that I mean, I know writing things down is really good, but I love that you, like, I think the result of you doing this work is like that you're able to be like present with Gael, and create these moments with him. And I think I just absolutely love that, and I think that keep doing that. That's really great.
Thank you.
I was on that journey when I got pregnant. I knew I always wanted to go to therapy, but I was very young and I didn't have a way to get myself access to that. And I am going to be very vulnerable with you guys. I'm very open. I suffer from an eating disorder. And it wasn't until my mom was like, either you figure out a way to help yourself, because a lot of times we think that other people can do it for you, and it's like, no, you have to want it for yourself. You have to really want to get better. You have to really want to love and care for yourself, because if you don't, then who else will? No one knows you more than yourself, and what you need more than yourself. So I have been able to manage it for 6 years now, I want to say, 5-6 years now, and that helped me with therapy. But it took me a long time. I remember meeting my therapist, and she was like, so, like, what do you want to tell? I was like, I don't even know why I'm here, but I'm here, you know? It took me a year to finally open up to her and actually dive deep in.
Oh my God,
and there were times where it was, like, scary, and I wouldn't go back. And then she'd be like, you have to want it. You have to really put in that work. You have to be really, really open to it. And I used to be very angry all the time, like super angry at the world. It's like, why were you like this to me? And it's like, now I'm like, it's fucking part of life, you know?
Oh my God, mira that?
It's part of life. I love that. But also now, I kept going to therapy after I had my son. But because of the pandemic, it had to be over the phone. And even that changed, but even that became difficult because it was either you pay for therapy or you buy diapers. And obviously, diapers are more important. And it's not that diapers are more important than therapy, but it's more of a necessity than actually... Well, I guess not. I mean, you know... It's hard to... it's not a simple thing to compare. It's not simple, and it's not easy. It wasn't as easy for me to be like, okay, let me choose therapy over... It was just whatever I learned from my therapist is what I have to keep going with to be able to put into...
Mine is off.
No, the microphone's giving me a warning. It's hot.
All right, well, let's just keep going.
Yeah. So, but I am happy to, you know, have learned what I have, and I put that into use now. And, you know, my sister always reminds me, you know, you have to keep yourself calm and you have to remember to take care of yourself physically, mentally, because if you don't, then who's going to do that for your son? And like, what are you really teaching him? What are you really doing? And it's very hard because I always get mommy guilt because I'm working and then I have, you know, he's at school now and it's like, how do I separate like going for a run or like doing something for myself? And I've already been away from him for so long. Like, you know, how do I explain that to him? Like, how do I get it? And it's like, what do I do? And, you know, his dad is always like, well, pick a day, just do a day, and, you know, take a day, go run, go do what you need, and then, you know, you have him. And what's 1 hour gonna do to you? It's not gonna kill you. It's just gonna go. He'll understand. He's fine. Like, there's nothing.
Well, that's a good partner.
That, you know?
That's a good partner. Yeah.
Like, and my sister says the same thing, and it's like, it's okay. But again, mommy guilt is very, very like.
Yeah, I don't understand mommy guilt yet, but what I can tell you, because I tell my sisters too as a tia, so I get you, is like, I think though ultimately, is that if you don't take the time to make sure you're okay and you're healthy and well, then you're just gonna, you're just gonna, the inevitable will show up, right? Where it's like, the truth will come out, where it's like, if you haven't done that work, then, you know, so it's almost like, it's like investing. Like some people are afraid of investments. You have to invest in yourself so that you can have the strength to be who you want to be, right? But I want to go back to saying thank you for sharing what you shared with me. You hit two things that I think are really important, and so I'm really happy that you're sharing this. Because ultimately, like, to be honest, like, the only reason I talk about mental health here and my coffee chats is because I was going through my own stuff, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to take people along for the ride, because I don't think people realize how important it is to make sure whatever's happening between these two ears of ours, like, it's off?
No, but now the camera's telling me it's hot.
Okay.
So
we'll come back to this in a second. Another nice little camera break for the camera. And it's actually not now the sun's like going away. Do you feel that?
It's going away.
I'm like, now you decide to go. Okay, well, it is what it is. No, I was just wanted to say, I was saying thank you for sharing and being vulnerable. I think that's, you know, I'm sure that's the whole point. I hope that people on the other end can see themselves or see some answers or see some hope in their journey, because times can get really rough, because, you know, like I said, the thing between our ears, which is our mind, can be powerful. You mentioned about like therapy. Like I remember the first year, I feel like I just scratched like the surface, and it took a year to be like, oh wait, there's some like deeper things, you know. So I think just be patient if you're exploring that stuff. Like it takes time, because if you're older, you've spent many years probably suppressing whatever you've been feeling and maybe not processing. And then you said something else. About oh my god, now I forgot because of the break we had. Damn it. 'Cause I was like on a roll. Okay.
Yeah. The power of our voice, though, when I know. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I know when I first, therapy wasn't for me, but I did go to certain seminars, like empowerment seminars, where I learned a lot. That weekend I learned a lot. Things came up that I didn't know, I wasn't even aware. But because I learned so much, and like Nancy, I was so angry, I had to go back and apologize to my loved ones. And I shared the why.
Wow.
And a lot of people said pretty much, me too. Me too. So the power of your voice, the power of expressing yourself and other people hearing you, maybe it'll encourage them as well to say, I maybe need to get some sort of help as well.
And kudos for you to like having I don't even know if it's the right word, but I guess the courage to go to these people to tell them your piece, because you don't know how people are going to react, right? But I know that that's probably something that I know it's for your own peace, right?
Yes. And you felt so relieved. Like I felt so relieved. And more, I did it more because I just wanted them to understand me as well. You know, why I was a certain way, why I would act a certain way. And it was not their fault. It was all me. You know, it was all me. So I did have to individually go and explain myself. But as hard as it was also relieving.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
it's hard.
It
The
is
mental
hard.
health has been like a really big thing in our lives. I think that's what brought us closer together. Our
Really?
brother is mentally suffers from a mental illness, and we learned that very early on. And also our culture, you know.
Oh yeah.
Our cultura is like, ay, no tiene nada.
No tiene nada.
Está loco. Está crazy is not something we use as lightly.
Yeah.
It's not a word that we use at all in our household ever since we, you know, found out about our brother's mental illness. And that's one of the reasons why I knew early on that I wanted to go to therapy, but it wasn't accessible to me. And, you know, having parents who are in denial, or my mom who was in denial, and our brother in denial, and even us as girls, us too, we were both like, that's our father figure, and that's our person, that's our best friend. Like, how I think that was also a thing for us that was like very angry. Like, how could you take that away from us? You know, you took our person away. And it wasn't until I started going to therapy that I actually mourned the loss of the loved one that I once knew. But yeah, therapy is not for all of us. Irina and I had that discussion when I started going to therapy. Her version of therapy was very different. So whatever you decide to do for you, make sure that it's the best decision for you and not for someone else. That you do it for yourself, because at the end of the day, no one's going to benefit more from it than yourself. No one's going to benefit more from it. Yeah, your kids, of course, or your partners or your family members, but you want to be able to live happy with yourself. And happiness is also just, it's not a place, it's just a feeling that comes and goes sometimes. And sometimes you will have times where it's like, I feel sad today, or I feel like not myself today, and that's okay. And it's okay to feel those things. It's okay. Don't let anybody tell you like you have to be a certain way. No, be you, for you, and show up for yourself the way you would show up for someone else. I think that's very important.
Now I remember what I was gonna say. I was like, yes. That you mentioned something about, and you brought up again, because it is important, is like ultimately we are all the CEOs of our lives, and what we have, you know, whatever we do for ourselves, we can't, for as much as we want to help other people and be, you know, solve things for other people and family, friends, whatever they're going through, like the power, it starts with the individual, like wanting it for themselves, and that's the most powerful thing. And I think as bystanders, that can be really hard, because you want to help people that are hurting. And that's a whole other thing. I was gonna ask you, like, what do you think what was the biggest helpful piece for you to be like, no, okay, I'm gonna do this for myself. Like, I'm gonna go for it.
This is actually another vulnerable thing.
Okay.
Before going to therapy, like I said, I was going through I was going through this whole depression and my eating disorder, and my mom actually saw me going through my eating disorder. I was in the bathroom doing, you know, what I was not supposed to do to myself, and she was banging on the door. She was like, let me in, because I need to know what you're doing to yourself. And seeing that face, my mom's face when she saw me, I think was kind of like, what am I doing? And she was kind of like, either you do something or I will do it for you, because this is me. You can't do that. You can't do that, you know? And now being a mom, it's kind of like, oh my God, I never want my son to feel that way. I never want him to, and I'm very careful with what people say to him, where it's like, don't tell him he's too skinny. Don't tell him he's too chunky. Don't tell him anything about his image. You are beautiful inside and out, and that's who I want you to be. Your skin tone color is beautiful. Your name, who you are, your background, like everything about you. I've taught him words of affirmation before.
That's the fundamental block.
Yes,
So
and
anybody's
Nancy's very
like-
good at that too.
Yeah, it's funny.
Nancy always
That's what I said to
birth.
speak loud.
Nancy since birth siempre le dice, my love, you are precious, you are beautiful, you are smart, you are intelligent. Y el niño se cree. He's so
I got a haircut. Look at my haircut. It's crazy. That's what I was getting to. The night before school started. So I've always been someone who's like, okay, we're gonna go in the front of the mirror.
Wait, is it recording?
Yes, recording.
Okay.
Before we go in front, we go in front of the mirror and I am beautiful, I'm smart, I matter. Like I do words of affirmation with him.
Oh, I love
and
that.
I was like, maybe me cree loca, mijo, you know, or like maybe he's just like, hi, my mom is being extra or something. No,
it works.
cried the
Shut
night
up.
before. The night before school started, we're like, okay, we're gonna get ready for bed. It was just us two. He was on the bed, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be at the bathroom. I'm gonna like get ready for bed. And all I hear is him playing with his toys, and he's sitting there on the bed, and he's like, I am beautiful and I matter. And I ran to the room, and I was like, what did you say? And he's like, nothing. And I was like, you don't have to be shy. And I was like, because you are beautiful and you do matter, Bobby. And he's like, okay, Mom. And I was like, and I love you, and I never want you to forget that. And I was like, you are so ready for school.
Dude.
You're gonna be you're
Oh
so
my
much better than me already. Like I want you to always remember that. And when his dad gives him like a haircut, it's so funny. He'll go in front of the mirror and like his dad will comb his hair, and he's just like, I just got a haircut. And his teacher, it's so funny, his teacher, I picked him up from school the first day, and his teacher was like, I love his hair. I tried touching it. And he said, please don't touch my hair. I was like, oh my God, how embarrassing. She's like, no, I love it. He has boundaries.
That's what I was gonna
He
say.
loves himself, and he feels confident, and he feels great. And I'm like, yes. And I was like, okay, I'll take my win.
Girl, you know how huge that is?
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm doing something right.
Dude, where did you get this? Where did you get this?
I don't know. I think because I didn't have confidence, you know, growing up, and I had so much low self-esteem, which also led to my eating disorder, which was always like, I always suffered that way of like being too skinny growing up, and then I overate, like I was just overeating, and I gained so much weight, and it caused me to have health problems, which then I lost the weight, and then I gained it back, and then it was just always up and down, and I was like, I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. So I am very, very like big on the whole, you're gonna eat your portions, but you're gonna eat, you know, vas a comer bien, vas a comer rico, you're gonna be fine. I don't want you to worry about your weight. I don't want you to worry about, I just want you to love yourself for who you are, whether you're too short, you're too tall, you're too skinny, you're too, like, don't worry about
too nothing.
that. Yeah. Like, I'm like, you're not here to please others, you're here to love yourself, because no one is gonna love you more than yourself and your mom. And your mom.
So you're already doing the true love thing. Your first true love is yourself, so that's beautiful. I'm ready to be a mom. Okay. I got the tools.
I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah. Oh my God,
This
it's
is
awesome.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Yeah.
Well,
Shopping, I'll be the tia shopping for your baby
girl.
or boy. Oh
you
my
gotta bring some
God.
stuff from Oaxaca.
Yes,
Babies.
yes.
Yeah, look out for that.
Oh,
But
yes.
no, this is beautiful. Like, I think you both are beautiful. I think the love you have for each other is beautiful.
Thank you.
And I think the result of that is all this beauty that you see right here on this table from La Tient.
Thank you.
This has been a sizzling interview. So fiery.
That's what you get when you put 2 fire elements.
Yeah, I see that.
And a little bit of water.
A little bit of water.
With fire meets
Okay, so there's one last thing that I'm going to attempt to do, which is to eat just one.
One.
What is it?
Grasshopper.
One tiny the tiniest grasshopper in the world. I'm terrified, but sometimes you gotta take some chances.
I do want to add something really quickly.
Yes.
We're more than just a store. And I want to say that the reason behind our business is to bring awareness to children's education in Oaxaca. I don't want that to not be something that's our number one goal. Yeah. And why we started this is for children's education. Every year we make it a goal to proceeds that we do get from our sales. We get backpacks, school supplies, and everything the teachers, the parents, and the kids need for that school year. Because it's not so accessible to everybody. It's not cheap, and it's very hard to come by, especially for the kids that live in the pueblos, which is always our goal. So yes, that's very, very important for us. So every time you guys make a purchase, you're giving back, and we cannot thank you enough. That's one of the best things that the parents always tell us, and now as a parent myself, is it does not go unnoticed, and we appreciate and love that about every single one of the people who bought and stuff from us. We thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts, and others.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
that's the reason we started this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a lot. That over there, I get, again, one of our first experiences going there is just seeing everything. And it humbles you real quick.
Yeah.
Like if you guys have been to Mexico, any part of Mexico, I think everywhere they go through this as well.
Yeah.
As soon as they start going to school, they have to pay for their own books. They have to pay for their own supplies. Even the teachers, it's not given to them, not like here.
Yeah.
So over there they work to live for the day. Imagine having to buy all this extra stuff. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. So we do try to help as much as we can. Our next one would be the beginning of next year. We're gonna go. She's still. I'm waiting for her to finally decide I'm going because of her son. She hasn't been feeling too safe to go and take him. Even though Oaxaca is great, like we know the people, we know where we're gonna go, but ultimately it's up to her. But I already told her, I'm not waiting any longer. I'm back again. So whether she goes or not, I'm sorry, sister. I'm going back to Oaxaca to give back, and this one would be a big one. So look, you guys will see a lot of pictures, a lot of videos coming up at the beginning of next year. Yes.
Well, I did, one of the purses I did find, so. I can't wait to show that one.
Yes.
It's one of the newer ones, right?
One of the new designs. Yes.
Well, thank you again, and I'm actually glad that you mentioned that, because that is important. Your why you're doing this. Being an entrepreneur is no easy feat.
No.
So kudos to both of you, and that you're able to not only make this business, but also work on giving back through your business. So I applaud you both. Thank you for opening up, sharing your story, and being vulnerable. We really appreciate that here at Donas y Tortas. And we ate so well today. Drank some good drinks. I kind of want another drink, but
yes,
okay.
We're gonna drink mezcal and try grasshopper. Right?
Yeah,
right.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try. We're gonna try.
Let's do this.
We're gonna try. I don't know what I don't know that I want to even see what I'm putting in my mouth. I almost
Close your eyes.
You want me to choose like the smallest one?
choose the smallest one and just put it in my mouth. I don't even want to touch it because I won't do it. I feel like if I do that, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, it's cool. Hang on, give me a second. I just gotta just do it. Anna, why are you?
You're trying too. We all flip the camera.
You can't get sick from it, right? Like, cause it's not like it doesn't have any dairy in it, right?
No, yeah, it's
literally
protein to Oaxaca.
And it's fried, so it's just like a chip.
Yeah. Okay, let's do cheers. How do you really want me? You want me to?
I'm literally just like literally feed it to me.
Okay.
And
are you gonna have your eyes closed?
I'm gonna.
Or what?
Girl, bye.
That one's too big, huh?
Yeah.
No, it's because I gave her too many.
Oh yeah.
Because there's eyes in there. So
Well, I'll wait for her to try.
there's
And
some
then
fucking
I'll see
eyes
how
in
she
there.
does
What are
it.
you picking at? What are you picking at? What are you doing over there? What are you doing?
Look at her.
What? What are you doing?
She's
No, we're
cleaning
just
it.
picking at it.
Why are you picking at it? What are you picking at it? What is
Oh
it?
no, we're just picking at it.
No, es que hay ajo, mira.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't want it.
There's little pieces of ajo.
Okay. All right.
Don't give me garlic, please.
Oh, I see the apple. Okay. Okay, so you're just. If I can do this, I feel like I can do anything. I
You can
really.
do this, you're ready for birth.
I'd rather do that.
You like
honestly, in this
garlic?
moment. I do.
That's how it tastes.
Yeah. If I can do this, I can do that.
Yeah.
You do it the other way around.
Not that hard. I'm just kidding.
I know this one who's like, I did it with no effort. I know that's right. Okay. You know what? Yeah, just. Yeah, I'm just. Oh, we're just having some peanuts.
Yeah, they're
That's what I
peanuts.
told her. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and eat one. I need to see you. Eat
I've
one.
been eating
See the other
them.
one, just so I can like.
You like garlic, you'll like this.
Okay, let's do it. Put it in my mouth. Alright, go for it. Go.
Bite it. Now you tasted the Coke. How was that? You need a minute?
Just a minute, yeah.
Okay.
Deep breaths, slow deep breaths.
You
Don't
guys,
pass that on
grasshoppers, these, the ones that we gave her, the one we gave her,
What did it taste
nada
like?
más es
Just a minute,
sal,
it's fine.
sal, and garlic. That's it.
Alright. I
Yeah,
can't
what's
believe
your
I just did
intake?
that. I just came on my
Oh, it's really garlicky.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
feel like I have crossed next level in my life that I can do that. Secondly, I had like that first bite and it was like, oh, it's squishy.
Crunchy?
Squishy. Well, more squishy and then crunchy because I
okay.
feel like I got the body and then the edge of it. And then I was like, I need some Coke. And I feel like I'll eat a grasshopper every like 5 years and I'll be okay. I'll be alright in my life. I'm just very big on texture and
Yeah.
stuff, so but I'm really proud of myself.
Yes,
Thank you
me
for the
too.
support, girl.
Yes.
Thank you for eating with me. I think
Yes.
I wish I think it's a texture thing. I think because that's why I don't eat safe seafood. Like I get really
yes.
scared of like even boiling crab. You know, like I'll eat some
Oh.
shrimp, but I can't see the eyes. Like I get really in my head about.
yeah.
So I'm like really I get a little fixated on that. So,
Yeah.
but maybe this is like my first
Your
step,
first step
towards
towards it.
exploring new things. So I'm really happy that I mean, I did taste the garlic.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I just it was not expecting to be squishy.
More
It is
crunchy then.
More crunchy.
Mm.
But why do you like it? What do you like about it?
It's
Knowing
like
that
a chip.
like knowing that it's a grasshopper, like
I don't really
But
think about it.
atinote.
No. I don't think about it. I love garlic.
okay.
I love limón cuando vienen con limón y sal.
Okay.
I love chile.
What do you like about the body itself, though, of the grasshopper?
It tastes good.
What does it taste
I don't
like?
really taste it because again it comes all seasoned. So to me I don't really
For
taste the
someone who's a
grasshopper
very picky
itself.
ear, this is very weird.
This is very
I
interesting.
don't taste
yeah,
the
it's very-
grasshopper itself. Like I guess I just
No,
don't think
Anna
about
tried.
it.
I tried it, so now Anna says.
No,
she
you
can
said it
try
was squishy, so I can't. I cannot.
Well,
I was
give you like the
prepared.
crunchiest one.
I was prepared for
Yeah, give
crunchy,
her the crunchy.
but you
Yeah,
said
give her
so.
the crunchy, a little one.
No, no, I'm
Mine
not doing
wasn't.
it.
Mine
I'll wait in
wasn't
the car.
squishy.
No, I really don't want to do it.
You want a little one? This is a baby one. Look.
Yeah, that's the
Just
one
do
I
it.
had.
Come
Oh
on.
my gosh.
That one's more
Wait, I need to film
crunchy
you on my
than-
phone.
Yes.
I don't.
You got this. Where's your Coke?
Oh yeah. the Coke. Here. Perfect.
Here's the Coke.
We're outside. Just in case.
It's a baby one. You got this.
Me neither.
Not a texture person either.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it was
really?
like oh my god, it's like the
Garlic.
garlic's good, but then I'm like, oh my god, it's like a pork rind. And it's like, oh. And it's like in my teeth.
Oh my God, ladies. Oh my
I am so proud of you, both of you, though. You guys did it.
You did.
You guys did a good job. You guys took that on.
Wow, incredible.
Yes.
Incredible.
Good day, you guys. Good day,
Good
ladies.
day. Good day.
Good day. Proud of you guys. Grasshoppers,
That's a wrap.
y'all.
And let's get
What do we do usually?
Yes.
Well, I can't move right now, but usually I stand up too. But That's a wrap on Nancy and Iliana. La Tient.